Hi guys, my name is Shruti. I'm an interior designer by profession but also a fitness coach by passion. I would like to welcome you all to my new channel, Flying Monk. Being a certified strength and sports conditioning coach, I would like to share my workout routines, fitness related tips, diet, and other topics to make you achieve your fitness goals. And that's my ultimate motto. Today I'm going to share about 10 must known tips to start running, which I learned through my running journey. Tip number one is mix up your run. Running has various styles. I'm not here talking about running outdoor versus running indoor versus running on track. Just as there are different ways you can lift weights to build muscles, there are different types of runs, there are different ways to run. You would have heard something along the line 8 to 12 reps to build muscles, lower reps for building strength, and higher reps for building endurance and tone. Well, this is not the total picture. It's pretty much a mechanism. Even if you are a beginner to run, you need to understand the difference between sprinting, short distance versus running longer versus jogging. Similarly, there is a difference in terms of mechanism. The different types of run are base run, interval run, tempo run, long run, and recovery. So now let's talk about what are these runs. First is base. Base is a relatively short to moderate length run undertaken at runner's natural pace. Second is tempo run. A tempo run is a sustained effort at electric threshold intensity, which is the fastest pace a runner can sustain for 1 hour in a highly fit runner and for 20 minutes in a less fit runner. So the third is interval running. Interval workout consists of shorter segments of fast running separated by slow jogging or standing recovery. Fourth is long run. A long run is a base run that lasts long enough to leave a runner moderately or severely fatigued, and its function is to increase the raw intake. And the fifth is the recovery run. Recovery run is a relatively shorter run performed at an easy pace. It adds the mileage to the training performance and it is usually done after a hard work. Tip number 2 is shift your focus. When I started running, I used to get very anxious. I used to check my watch frantically to see if the time is passing or no. Running and other work experiences are related to the density of experience. From the standpoint of the clock or calendar, each temporal unit is exactly the same. Every minute contains 60 seconds, every day contains 24 hours. What makes the time go shorter or longer depends upon how much information you collect from that certain situation. What works for me is thinking differently about what you're doing to make time go faster. If you're waiting in a queue, reframe it as a time to rest. In case of running, avoid checking your watch. Nothing makes time drag quite as much as watching the clock. Instead, to divert myself, I listen to music, a podcast on a small music player, or a music running watch, and wireless phone won't get into your way while running is recommended. Listening to music and other podcasts while you run will help you relax and make it difficult of a new activity a little easier to deal with it. Tip number 3 is stop stress snacking. One needs to stop stress snacking. I struggled a lot with it when I started running. Stress has a sneaky way of amping up the cravings for processed snacks and sugary drinks while chipping away at willpower to make a healthy choice. The first step to reducing unhealthy stress-related cravings is to eat nourishing food that give your body exactly what it needs to thrive on. The first is keep healthy snack food on hand like banana. Second, avoid mindless eating, like for example when you're watching a TV, work on a computer or doing some other distracting activity. If you eat when you're distracted, you won't realize how much you ate. Eat small frequent meals. Try to have 4 to 5 nutrition meals a day. Use portion control. Distract yourself. From my personal experience, a craving lasts not more than 10 minutes. So if you distract yourself for that time, you can get over it. Before you know it, you are having fun and busy and the craving has passed. Running is easy. Just lace up your sneakers and start moving at a faster pace than a walk. But running properly, that's a lot easier said than done. Your unique running mechanism are determined by the strength and flexibility of certain muscles and how your body is built. It's important to pay attention to mechanism, even if you are not an elite professional runner. So let's talk about how do we fix our form. First point to fix your form is
land underneath your body. Many runners focus on foot strike and attempt to change their strides, so they land in the middle of their feet. While this may be optimal, there is nothing wrong with a slight heel strike. Instead, it's better to optimize where your foot lands in relation to the rest of your body. Many runners overstride, landing far ahead of their bodies and aggressively heel striking as a result. Ideally, the foot should land underneath the body center of mass or directly under your hips.
Point number 2 is running cadence. Running cadence is a stride rate. It is the number of the steps a runner takes per minute. It is most commonly used as a metric to measure a running form and also used for several reasons. For beginners, the shorter your stride length will be, the quicker your stride rate will be, and the faster and most efficiently you will run. For someone who have a low cadence, it is likely that you will have a long stride.
Runners who overstride tend to lock their knees and slam their heels on the ground on every step. The correct cadence can vary by individual. Optimal cadence is generally considered to be somewhere around 180 strides per minute. 170 and higher is ideal, but ideal is slightly different for each person. As you become accustomed to pounding the pavement around 180 times each minute, you will likely find yourself less prone and faster. Third is avoid overstriding. Having more of a midfoot landing or a forefoot landing allows you to push off the ground instead of pulling then pushing, which happens when you strike the ground with your heel out in front of the body. This heel striking causes a braking effect. Instead of allowing your body to work as a shock absorber, this braking effect can jar the knees and the hips.
Point number 4 is lean.
Increase your pace by leaning forward from the ankle, not the hips. The subtle forward lean will increase your pace without widening your stride. Don't believe me? Try it out. You will be amazed. Adding the lean not only will help increase your pace, but it will do it with less muscle activation, which means less energy used, which means fatigue takes longer to set in.
Point number 5 is your shoulders.
It's crucial to open up your shoulders while you run. You should pull them back, almost like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. If you're starting to hunch over, it's going to affect your speed or endurance. Don't bounce. Try to keep your stride low to the ground and focus on a quick stride turnover. Too much up and down is wasted energy and can be hard on your lower body. Take short, light steps as if you are stepping on a hot coals or hard pebbles. The higher you lift yourself off the ground, the greater the shock you have to absorb when landing, and faster your legs will get fatigued. Other things related to fix the forms I have mentioned in my blog, and the website I have linked in my description box.
Tip number 5 is breathing. Breathing is an essential component of running that everything else is built around. It should also be the throttle that controls our exertion.
Start running at a comfortable pace. Then start to shape the breath to count inhales and exhales 1, 2, 3. Make sure you should breathe in through both your nose and your mouth when you are running.
Your muscles need oxygen to keep moving, and your nose alone can't do the whole job. You need mouth breathing to take in more oxygen. You should also be sure to breathe in more oxygen from your belly or from your diaphragm and not from your chest. That's too shallow. Deep belly breathing allows you to take in more air and prevent side stitches. Exhale through your mouth and try and exhaling fully. It will help you take in more air and also help you inhale more deeply. As a beginner, try and run at a pace at which you can breathe easily.
What is talk test? Talk test is a conversational pace. A pace at which you should be able to speak comfortably without gasping for the air. If you're not able to do so, you should slow down your pace. And when you do so, the breathing takes care of itself. You need not to worry about it.
Tip number 6 is fix your phone.
Holding a phone in your hand while you're running is a big no-no. Not only is it unsafe while you run, but you also risk the possibility of your phone being thrown away into the air. Thanks to your sweaty fingers, you may drop it unintentionally or get your headphones tangled up somehow.
So what's the best solution to manage the juggling between you and your phone? Solution number 1 is running belt. A running belt is built for the storage that holds your phone's money. You don't have to worry about dropping your phone or cracking your screen. A good quality of the running belt has a lot of storage and is waterproof. Solution number 2 is phone-free running watches.
Sure, smartphones are useful, but you want to be as light as possible on your feet while heading out for a run. In an effort to achieve your personal best, every little bit helps. Watches with GPS are becoming all too common these days. These are the devices that tap into the satellite signals for precise locations and distance tracking. While built-in GPS is useful, those of us that like to listen to tunes while running are still tied up to their smartphones. This is where the devices with built-in storage steps in. The combination of built-in GPS and music is the only thing that allows true phone-free running.
There are many different watches of different ranges. Here I am not going to the detailing of the watches. I will come up with a separate blog and video for the same. Tip number 7 is having a plan. Having a plan will help you stay consistent and avoid injury.
Start by alternate running and walking. Even if it feels easy, the temptation will be to run as long and far as you can the first time you head out of the door. The problem is, more often you do, the more often you will expose yourself to injury and soreness that could stop you from running. Instead, start with walking routine that includes the short amount of running. Depending on your fitness, your first workout should look something like this: 30 minutes of exercise, alternating to 3 to 4 minutes of walking with 1 minute of running. Gradually increase your total exercise time and shorten the amount of time you walk in the weeks that follow.
Tip number 8. Increase your weekly mileage gradually to avoid injuries. The primary goal of any good running plan should be to stay injury free.
If you hurt yourself in the first few weeks, you start running, the chances that you stick with running are significantly decreased.
For a reason, it's good to start slow and be patient, building your weekly mileage at a rate your body can handle. While you should expect some soreness, you will need to include some rest days in your routine to help your body recover. Tip number 9 is set a goal. Some days are going to be really hard than others. It's good to have a good reason to get up every day and go for a run and help you stay on the track on those difficult days.
If the goal is to run set distance, look into the group training or structured running program to help you along. So either it's a 5K, 10K, half marathon. Marathon running programs will help you analyze your training history and use this data to set up a personalized running plan that will help you slowly progress.
Tip number 10 is proper running shoes. It's very important to figure out the proper running shoes. Running shoes are not only expensive, but the wrong ones can lead you to injury. If you don't know what you're doing, I've got your back.
Go to a specialty running store to get fitted because of size matters. This is the most important rule. I wear a size 38 women's shoe, but in the running shoe, I wear a 40. My feet are huge. It depends upon the brand because they all fit differently. So it's important to go to a store, get measured, and do a running test. They have you run on a treadmill. Find out if you are a pronator or not a pronator. Pronator is the one whose foot rolls to the insider. Supinator is the one whose foot rolls to the outside, and they measure your arch.
Rule of the thumb is, if you have a flat feet, get a stable shoe. If you have high arches, get a curved shoe. Don't panic, the specialty running stores are there to help.
You want your shoes that your feet can wiggle in. There should be a thumb width between your largest toe and the end of the shoe. So here are all the basic tips one needs to know to start running. If you like this video, please share, subscribe, comment and do hit the bell icon. Thank you guys. See you until next time from Flying Monk.